From Yuhas-McGinley Stadium at Penn Hills High School tonight, the Penn Hills Indians play host to the Central Catholic Vikings. A very pleasant good evening to you, along with my broadcast partner, Justin Macauley. I'm Bill Navari. Justin, tonight two teams experiencing seasons that they expected to have done better at.
Yeah, it's been an up and down year for both of these teams, with this game being extremely pivotal. We're 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season. Both teams have playoff hopes still alive for them. Penn Hills is currently sitting second place in 5A Northeast Conference. Only two teams per in each of the three 5A classifications will get a guaranteed spot into the playoffs, and then that leaves three wildcard spots among the remaining teams. That's a lot of hoping and looking and crisscrossing and crazy mad scientists to get in there. Central Catholic is pretty simple for them. They have to beat Seneca Valley next week in a massive matchup to avoid their third loss in 6A, to keep their hopes of reaching a fourth straight 6A WPL district final alive. They've been to three straight. They've won two of the last three. This is a team that has suffered a few injury issues, but they should be back fully healthy now, and they should be back grooving. That being said, they just took a big one on the chin to Penn Hills section rival Pine Richland, a 35-13 loss, where Penn Hills was able to rebound with a big 29-0 victory over Fox Chapel to get right their ship. But both teams are looking for momentum, and they're looking to regain some of that swagger that they entered the season in as we head towards the final stretch of playoffs.
The Indians are 4-3. Really, of those four wins, only one is a quality win. That's the one over Pine Richland. They also have wins over Norwin, Moon, and Fox Chapel. However, the Indians, if they're able to, they'll be hosting Shaler next week, and they close out at Woodland Hills. If the Indians are able to win both games, they will guarantee themselves a spot in the WPIL playoffs. Winning both of those games and a Pine Richland victory over North Hills, and the Indians would win the conference.
Yeah, who would have thought that last week a team that entered this the last time they were in this stadium for a home matchup, North Hills was 0-4, 0-1 in the Northeast Conference. They've rattled off three straight. They're on the road at Seneca Valley tonight, and everything they want is still available for them. This Penn Hill team's had incredibly high hopes, and same with that Woodland Hills game. We thought it was going to come down to Woodland Hills as the season unfolded. It's going to come down to Woodland Hills, but before that, you have to just run your play, do your best, and this is a good test against a good 6A team. I know everyone's been saying Central Catholic isn't the same Central Catholic, things like that. They still have the horses. They still have the hog. They've been to the 6A final 3 straight years. Eventually, everyone's best catches up to you, and it's those little details that can shift, an injury here or there, a fumble, not wrapping up on a tackle. Those little gap plays have always been a massive. Terry Totten has gotten out on his guys. They've right the ship. This is not a Central Catholic team that you should just look over to get ready for two section opponents next week.
All right, tonight is a non-conference game, in case you folks watching weren't aware of that. So tonight's game really means nothing as far as the standings go. However, it could mean something as far as whenever you get as far as the wild card and needing for Penn Hills and needing a quality win. But still, this is a big rivalry between Penn Hills and Central Catholic.
Yeah, two teams where a bunch of these kids know each other. Every single, they know each other. They grew up with playing against each other. This game has a lot more greater implications for Penn Hills themselves. Plus, it's homecoming for Penn Hills. Everybody wants to win on their homecoming night. There's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement throughout the whole week coming to build up into that, and they're going to look to start, by shutting the door on this offense that can be explosive at times, but you got to shut them off first.
Central Catholic won a toss. They've elected to receive, and we are underway. And a nice return. Xavier Thomas across the 50, being chased from behind, and will go down inside the 30 at the 25-yard line. And that's been a weakness for Penn Hills all season, has been their special teams.
Yeah, that's what cost them in the game, in their only section loss against North Hills. So now that defense has got to stand tall with a good starting field position for Central Catholic as they take over on the 27.
Peyton Wayner, the junior quarterback, in the shotgun. Elijah Faulkner move up to his right, and will swing past right side. Vernon settles. I'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Not sure if that was actually a pass or a run. That was close to being a lateral.
Yeah, if Wayner isn't handing the ball off, he's more than likely about 50% of the time is throwing that ball to number 0. Settles leads the team in receiving, leads the team in reception. 42 of Wayner's 84 completions on the year have come to number 0, the junior.
Faulkner to Wayner's right. He'll come in motion this way. Wayner looks downfield, has a man pass complete inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Vikings. Bradley Gompers has it at the 7-yard line. He found a seam, and he was open. First and goal, Vikings early on here in the first quarter. Wayner rolls to his right and throws it away.
And a good heads-up play from Wayner. On the rollout to his right, he kind of just threw it at the feet of number 41, Dylan Deasy, who the fullback was outrunning with him, turned to block, but still an eligible receiver outside of the pocket. No intentional grounding there for Wayner. That's a heads-up play from the junior quarterback.
Looks to the sideline. DC goes in motion to the right. It'll be Faulkner. Has a lane right side. Gets inside the 5. Touchdown, Central Catholic Vikings. 7 yards for Elijah Faulkner, and the Vikings turn that excellent kickoff return to start things off into 6 points. That was pretty basic.
Yeah, for a team that's kind of been known for running the football and a much more of a power kind of offense, Central Catholic comes out first two passes down the field, gets some space, and then when they finally do hand the ball off, it's Faulkner who finds a hole and cuts it straight up.
Billy Leck puts the kick up and through. 10:58 to go, first quarter. Central Catholic 7, Penn Hills nothing. Here on the Indians Football Network. Four plays, 25 yards. Vikings up 7.
Yeah, now Penn Hills, they get their opportunity to attack. This Penn Hills offense can be explosive. Amir Key back to receive. It's one of the return guys back there. Now Central Catholic's got to show that they're able to stop people. That's really where a lot of their struggles have been on the defensive end side of the football. They haven't been able to, if they score, they let up a score. They haven't been able to contain that momentum. Central's going to look to start off, have a better start on defense tonight, and they avoid Amir Key.
Kickoff taken at the 2-yard line. Strader. And brings it back to the 20. Central's offense had 25 yards to go, and the Indians will have 80. Never good whenever your first hands on the first time you're touching a football. You're already trailing.
They got their turn to run their first series plays, and Now Julian Duggar will take his offense out and see if they can go do the same.
Mitchell goes in motion to the left. Duggar, play action. Steps up in the pocket, takes off across the 20, 25, 30. We'll have a first down at the 32-yard line. Have to mark up to 33, picks up 13.
I do like that play. I would like to see Duggar use a little bit more of his athletics and run a little bit earlier. A lot when they have success, he does it in the 2-minute drill.
Mitchell again in motion. And it'll be Key. And Central does a nice job of stacking him up for no gain.
Yeah, Key coming off a massive game last week against Fox Chapel. 156 yards, a touchdown. Just really kind of putting a big stamp on what has been a very good year for the junior running back.
Trips left, single receiver this way. Amir Key to Duggar's right, and Duggar takes off right behind him. Not sure if that was designed that way, but Duggar will pick up 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 6. It's kind of reaching ahead to Key. Not sure if he expected Key to take the handoff, but Duggar didn't panic and just scampered ahead for 4.
Yeah, I think it was a draw all the way, but Key just, instead of faking the handoff, just to hold the linebackers in place, he was just a little bit quick with it.
Again, play action to Key. Duggar rolling to his left, gets a pass away high. Mitchell across the 40. First down Indians at the Central Catholic 37-yard line. They trade 37s on the play. 26 yards to Mitchell. And a first down for the Indians.
Yeah, really good play. Roll out to his left. Something that I'd love to see Duggar do. Get out to his left, get to the wide side. Central Catholic's front 7, they're filling the lanes to stop Duggar from the run. There's a huge gap right in the middle. Mitchell finds it. Duggar hits his target, and now they're in Central Catholic territory.
Cochran came in motion this way. Duggar again with the play action, has time in the pocket, pass complete out to Strader. And I'll move it down to about the 32-yard line.
Duggar pass complete to number 6, Rayhan Strader. Tackle on the play by number 2, Xavier Thomas.
Picked up about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Again, Duggar, left-handed quarterback, rolling to his left, eludes the sack. Penalty flag comes in back at the 40-yard line.
Duggar on the keeper. Flag on the
Kelsey Hunley walking with his head hung low. But hey, you do what you got to do to protect your quarterback.
Yeah, Duggar did a good job. He avoided both of the Central guys, but in doing so, it allowed the hands to get a little bit too far outside, a little too much of a jersey tug. It was a good escape and a first down run from Duggar. They will be moved back to midfield.
I wish somebody would, at one of these PIAA rules meetings, would propose the elimination of the spot foul.
I totally agree. I don't, especially, it just puts them such at a bad, such a disadvantage for a very common mistake in high school football.
I mean, that's a 17-yard loss.
Like, it would make sense in college or professional if you hold 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Let's push them back on the spot foul. But in high school, it's much too common of an instance.
I mean, even in NFL and college, I mean, it's marked from the line of scrimmage.
Amir Key on the carry. Tackled on the play by number 16, Anthony Specca. 3rd down.
And a drive that had been going pretty well for the Penn Hills offense, staying above the sticks and with the sticks. Now they are far behind the sticks. A 4-yard run is good when it's 1st and 10, or when you're within the sticks. But when it's 2nd and 22, that leaves you 3rd and a whole heck of a lot.
Duggar will be sacked for a loss of 3.
Duggar, tackled in the backfield by number 18, Cole Sullivan. 4th down.
Yeah. Sullivan did a really good job setting up the outside rush. Quick 1-2 step, ripped inside, was able to beat the right tackle, and then Duggar just had no room to really escape. So what was a promising drive stalls at midfields for the Penn Hills.
That's movement on the Indians' offensive line.
First line, number 80 offense. Target penalty, still 4th down.
High snap. Williams gets it in, gets it down, gets the kick away, takes a nice Indian roll inside the 30. Oh, inside the 20. And we'll go dead at the 19. So Central Catholic will take over with 6:07 to go in the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the band concession stand.
And they're up 7-0 already.
For breast cancer awareness. Through the Glimmer of Hope Foundation. Stop by, make your donation. While you're there, pick up some buffalo chicken dip, marching tacos, and Snicker caramel apple salad. Available at the band concession stand.
Faulkner for 11. And a first down for the Vikings.
Elijah Faulkner off the run. Tackled on the play by number 3, DeAndre Cochran. Play results, the Central Catholic first down.
A really good play there from Mitchell. They ran that play on they ran the screen route to set. They tried to run the screen route to Settles again, like they did on the first route. This time, instead of Mitchell just waiting and getting blocked inside out, he follows Settles on the underneath bubble screen and knocks it down. Oh, bad pass there from Wayner. That was a pick 6.
Faulkner on the carry. Tackled on the play by number 11, Ken Eason. 3rd down.
Faulkner picks up about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 now. That'll be good enough for a first down. Out to the 45-yard line.
Pass complete to number 25, Bradley Gompers.
That's Gompers again with the reception. And another first down for the Central Catholic Vikings.
Number 11, Ken Eason. Play results in the Central Catholic first down.
A great play. Another kind of a full sweep out. Run to the right there from Faulkner from Central Catholic.
Down in the backfield.
This time it's snuffed out.
By number 13, Keith.
And 13, Keith Bellman, does a really good job at pushing the gap inside out, running Faulkner. And now they are 18 yards behind. They are now 18 yards to the line to gain.
Weiner eludes a tackle, gets the outside and throws this one away.
Waiter pass, incomplete. Third down.
So Central's now backed up behind, deep behind the sticks. Tonight, Penn Hills will find a job to keep them in front of their own 45-yard line. Get off the field, and see if they can flip this into good field position for their offense.
3rd and 18. Weiner steps up into the pocket, takes off, and brought down from behind. Carter Lance will stop him after a pickup of about 4, but it'll be 4th down for the Vikings.
Really good job from Lance there. He was pushing upfield, and the minute he saw Weiner tuck that ball and start to run, he disengages from the lineman and shoots that gap, was able to catch Weiner before he was able to get to the second level. Good 3rd down stop for the Penn Hills.
High, short kick. Be down at the 45-yard line, and that of about 4 yards.
And Gutierrez immediately puts his hand on his head, did not like that attempt. And now Penn Hills. Central Catholic had a drive that started in opponent territory. Penn Hills now has their first drive in opponent territory. Good field position for this offense. See if they can get some of that momentum that they were starting to get in that first drive.
Well, I'm looking. It looks like our system has decided to update itself.
Technology.
I know, it's great. Key this way, inside the 45. 1st down at the 34-yard line. Picks up 11.
I like that play a lot. He was able to really accelerate around the corner to create that separation, and then he hits the hole really, really well behind a good block from his buddy DeAndre Cochran, who was able to seal that inside alley.
Going towards the end zone. Touchdown, Penn Hills.
Oh, what a pass.
Natel Mitchell from 34 yards. Wow.
I think that's what the mystique of Julian Duggar is. A 3-step drop up the seam route. The Central Catholic DB didn't even turn around by the time that ball was lifted. He didn't even know what hit him. Mitchell was in the end zone. A beautiful, beautiful pass on the money for Duggar. And that kick, the extra point is blocked by Specka. So Central Catholic holds the lead after the touchdown from Mitchell, but Penn Hills, they get their opportunity with good field position, and they have life behind a great 34-yard touchdown pass from Julian Duggar to Natel Mitchell. This time they avoid Xavier Thomas, chip it in front of him. He doesn't get to touch it. Jacob Sasek catches and immediately hit.
Jacob Sasek on the return.
Well, that's a 40-yard difference in returns. Central Catholic starting at their own 35 instead of the Penn Hills 25. DC with the waggle. Amari Shields gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Alter on the carry. Tackle on the play by number 53, Kelsey Huntley.
Yeah, they pulled the right guard to try to get some trap action coming to the left side. And just a really good job from the Penn Hills front four to just clog up everything.
That one is incomplete. Weiner bounced that one in to Settles.
I don't know about that. Shields took off. It looked like he started moving forward on a bubble action instead of just on a quick sprint out. If you start moving forward and not just stay in a straight line, it's a false start. So an incomplete short pass from Weiner, and they're quickly in third down.
Weiner rolling to his right. Gets the pass away underneath for a first down. Into Penn Hills territory at the 47-yard line is Peter Gonzalez.
Number 7, Peter Gonzalez.
It's a penalty flag at the 30-yard line, though. Looks like this one's coming back.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Could
if
be a holding call against Central.
and it was also very close to the line of
Yes, it
game
was.
when he released that. Now, we don't have the technology that some of the...
Play offense, number 3. 10-yard penalty. Spell the foul. It'll be third down.
Hey, we're not ESPN here.
Yeah, no replays with imaginary lines yet. But this is the second straight possession where Central Catholic is now deep behind the sticks with a long way to go to the line of gain.
Clock operator. Please reset the game clock to 1:42. Thank you.
3rd and 25 for Central Catholic. And maybe even more important, they're now on the far hash mark, which means the open side of the field is to the left of quarterback Peyton Weiner, which makes it a much more difficult way to roll out and throw to buy time.
And he'll do a straight drop. Gets rid of it quickly, and it's almost intercepted by Rayon Strader.
Strader, that is a fantastic play from Strader. Just at the last second, there was a brief window there for Weiner to throw that ball into. Strayon sticks his hands up, and not only that, he almost tips it back in for an interception himself. He has done a great job so far on Settles tonight.
Central Catholic's first punt went 4 yards. Paul Kupiaris. And the kick is blocked. It's blocked and fallen on in the end zone for the Penn Hills touchdown. Martell Palmer blocked it. And Cameron Thomas recovered it.
We talk about how important special teams is for both of these teams and just in the game in general. A big return for Central Catholic on a special teams play. This time Penn Hills gets it back. Huge block. And this time Penn Hills is going to talk about it. They're excited. They were going to go for 2 to get up full 7 points. But there was some miscommunication on the setup on who should be in and different things. through the excitement on what is a huge play. So they take the timeout, make sure that they get this right. Because getting that 2-point conversion, going up 7 is going to be important as this game moves forward. But a massive, massive play from Palmer and Cameron to get, those are the impact plays that you want. We've seen so far this year, Penn Hills not maybe have those positive impact plays on special teams. It's kind of been one of their detriments. They finally get one, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Like I say, we've talked about the struggles of the Penn Hills special teams. They've given up points. Now they've gotten points. And Penn Hills will indeed go for 2. Touchdown coming with 1:32 to go here in the opening quarter. Duggar keeps it himself into the line, stretches, gets in for the Penn Hills extra point. Duggar for 2, and the Indians go up 14-7 with 1:32 to go here in quarter number 1. Well, that holding call was huge.
Special teams and mental mistakes, holding, false starts, little things like that. They go a long way in deciding the final outcome of these games. It's what coaches preach every single day in practice, pregame, halftime. And Penn Hills was able to capitalize on a mental mistake from Central Catholic to go up 7 points here in the first half. Last time I was here, Bill, offense kind of was slow to get going. Lots of offense in this one so far in the first quarter. 3 touchdowns, and we still got 3 quarters left to play.
Yeah, this is not Thursday night football.
No, it's Friday night. We score on Fridays.
That's right.
Now I would suggest I'd probably assume that they won't kick it past the 25-yard line.
Squib it again. Taking it to 26. Up the sideline, nice return for Jacob Sasick.
Number 14, Jacob Sasick on the return.
Gets to the 50-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds.
Good job from Sasick.
Owen Williams.
I mean, Sasick, a junior, 5'10" receiver and DB. He scored some touchdown, had some impact plays, so you're not getting a fullback or tight end, maybe a slower guy on that blocking wall. It's a guy who can make something happen, and Central Catholic is looking to get their mojo back after 2 straight 3-and-outs.
Winner right side to Settles. And Settles ahead for about 2. Pushed out of bounds by Keith Pellman. Good to see him back. Actually, pick up 4.
Yeah, a really good move.
Jay Cochran also in on the tackle.
A good move from Settles to kind of bounce that even further outside to avoid Strader.
Please report to the upper ticket booth. Kendrick Starkey Jr. to the upper ticket booth.
Faulkner has himself a first down and more. Faulkner across the 20. Touchdown, Central Catholic Vikings. The explosiveness of Elijah Faulkner.
A fantastic run from Faulkner here. They run one of those power sweeps right, and he does a good job. He cuts good jump cut to cut up into the alley, on second cut to avoid another Penn Hills defender, and then he just opens the jets up, and no one's touching him as he gets 46 yards in a hurry. Still 41 seconds on the clock. We still got 4.
I tell you, we might see a couple more touchdowns here in this quarter. Billy Leck to try the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and we are tied at 14.
So that 7-point lead for Penn Hills lasted just under a minute, about 48 seconds.
51 seconds.
51 seconds. And what I saw from on the defensive side from Penn Hills on that, it was really kind of an over pursuit. You had some of your linebackers that were all the way on the outside of the numbers on that power sweep. Now, whether that's what they were getting blocked out there or they were just over pursuing to try to cut the edge off for Faulkner. Faulkner does a good job of jump cutting back, finding the alleys, and then not only that, hitting the alleys hard with speed. And a yard or two over pursuit can really create a difference and open up some holes that might not normally be there, and Faulkner was able to take advantage of it.
Strader from the 10. And nice special teams play by Gavin Stanek to bring him down at the 17-yard line. Looked like he was going to have some room to go, but Stanek came just flying through and took the legs out from under him. And Natel Mitchell went a little early.
Flag off the field.
Key looks for lane left side and picks up a couple. Maybe out to the 13-yard line. Well, about a 1.
Pushed out of bounds.
That'll be second down 14. Maybe another couple.
Natel Mitchell off the carry. Tackle on the play by number 30, Eli Droll. Third down. Your score after 1 quarter. Penn Hills 14, Central Catholic.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. After 1, we are tied 14-all. Penn Hills Central Catholic here on the Indians Football Network. Everything here says we are streaming. But nothing seems to be up on YouTube. And a big gain for Amir Key out to the 49-yard line.
Complete to Amir Key.
That's 34 yards.
First down.
They had a huge play to start the second quarter for Penn Hills.
A couple of yards.
Tell Mitchell off the carry. Tackle on the play by number 33, Todd Yuhas.
Duggar launches one. Downfield, straighter inside the 5. Touchdown, Penn Hills.
What a dime, but hold up your horses, everybody. A flag on the play, back in the backfield. This one should be coming back. A beautiful pass from Duggar to Mitchell. Great route by Mitchell. But I think that one will all be for naught. This one looks to be in the realm of holding. So a beautiful play from Duggar and Mitchell on that long 49-yard touchdown connection. Gets negated. We go back, and now they go from being in Central Catholic territory on their 49 to now being on their 32-yard line. We're 2nd and 27.
Duggar again. Has some room right side. It's across the 35. The 40 lowers the shoulder and gets up across to the 42-yard line. Picks up 10.
Julian Duggar on the keeper. Tackle on the play by 0, Vernon Settles.
So 3rd and 18 from a 9-yard run from Duggar.
Duggar, some room this way. Gets a pass. Complete. Good enough for a first down and more. Inside the 30, the 20. Big gain inside the 10. 1st and goal, Indians. DeAndre Cochran to the 8-yard line.
That's a fantastic job. Duggar, he breaks his pocket, he rolls left, he kind of motions to a receiver of what he wants to do, finds Cochran, and a great individual effort from Cochran. He shakes off 2 Central Catholic defenders, kind of an inside out, finds some sideline, and was able to not only get the first down, but get extra down the field inside the 10-yard line. Massive play for Cochran, an individual effort.
Amir Key to the 5.
Amir Key on the run. Run down by number 4, Maceo Marshall.
For 2nd and 5 from the 5-yard line. Both dual side cards for Duggar.
It'll be Key. Tries to get a block and can't find it and gets wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Matthew Petruzzi.
Amir Key brought down on the play by number 20, Matthew Petruzzi Jr.
Petruzzi just does a good job just kind of standing in that gap. He decides to bounce it to the outside to see if he can outrun him. He wasn't able to. Instead of, he could have gone through the hole, try to fight for a few yards. He tried to bounce it and use his speed, but the 3-yard he gained on the first down, eliminated on the 2nd down. So 3rd and 8 from the far right hash. Mitchell motions behind Duggar. The fake, they kind of run into each other. Slows down the action, and he's swallowed up from the ends of Central Catholic for a gain of no yards on the play. And so here comes. It looks like they're going for the field goal here. Duggar down to a knee to hold. Owen Williams behind, and that kick is blocked. Specca again is able to just walk into the backfield. It is almost like he's wearing a red shirt. That's back-to-back kick attempt, and he's been able to just walk right into the backfield. So promising drive stalls on the 8-yard line. Central Catholic will take over on the 15 after the block by Anthony Specca to keep it tied at 14.
It's too much. You can always go with nachos regular. Available only at the Booster.
Faulkner, no gain on the left side. On 1st down, 2nd and 10 from their own 15-yard line. 6:35 and counting in the 2nd quarter, all tied up at 14. Central Catholic looking to capitalize on the momentum after a big block from Specca on a field goal. This one's handed off to Faulkner on the right side. Makes a few moves just past the line of scrimmage. Good play from Nitel Mitchell. And Taywan Bandy coming from the inside out. Only a gain of 1 yard on carry by Faulkner. 3rd and 9. This will be a big 3rd down stop for Penn Hill, so they're able to get out. Wayner kind of checks it from sidecar. Now he's in the pistol. Handoff roll to the left. Has a receiver downfield. That's Settles. Settles makes the catch. That's a good catch for Settles as he takes a big hit from DeAndre Cochran. ball was a little behind him and kind of opened him up to Cochran running inside out.
That's good enough for a first down.
So it was announced that it was encroachment, and they moved the ball backwards due to a false start. So now we have a huddle over the ball, and it could have been just a miss. Yeah. So just a misstep of words there. Central Catholic false start backs it up 5 yards. 1st and 15 from their own 25-yard line. After the false start penalty. Weiner in the pistol. Motion Dreezy. Handoff from Faulkner, who gets a load of steam, and he's brought down quickly.
Tripped up on the play by number 54,
James Good. We get to mention his name for the first time of the night. He's having a fantastic season. 2-yard run for Faulkner. It was 2nd and 13.
Weiner steps up. Looks like he changes the play call. Faulkner's to his right, has trips to the left. Looks that way. Looks like he wanted to go to wide receiver screen and gets the pass away. Breaking a tackle is Brady Coziera, and he'll get out to the 46-yard line. Picks up 19, and that's another Central Catholic first down.
That's a strange play. Weiner pump faked a few times. He settles right on the inside of Coziera, and I think Coziera was almost a little surprised he got the ball.
Pass completed to 50-yard line. Strader will bring down Elijah Faulkner after pickup of 4. Clock running, 3:50 to go here. First half, we are tied at 14. Weiner scrambles, slides, and he'll be short of the first down by about 2 yards. But it'll be 3rd and 2.
Faulkner check goes under center for the first time tonight. QB sneaks and goes and he might be short. He tried to follow the big fellas up front, and then he gets tackled by James Good.
But he is short.
Or excuse me, Mitchell. And he is short. He's about a half a yard short. He placed the ball at the 45-yard line. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Play clock is down to 6.
And you have Covington back there. You have Van Diver back there. Van Diver is a quarterback, so he could take it if he wanted to, but they call a timeout.
The Penn School District would like to thank you for coming to tonight's homecoming game. To remind you that there is no re-entry
That was interesting. I mean, Wayner's a pretty good runner. It's not like he's common to it, but he kind of just put his head down and was running with no real idea. I don't think he realized that he was so clean back there behind his lineman. He kind of lost where he was. Mitchell did a good job to get through that and take him down short of the line of game.
Following the timeout, Central Catholic will go for it on 4th and a yard from the 45-yard line. They need to get to the 44. Faulkner, the lone setback behind Wayner, who's going to come under center. And the Vikings are going to go double tight. And they call timeout again.
That's interesting.
They want to see the Indians' defense.
So they call a timeout because it looks like they're going to punt, because they're unsure of what they want to do. They roll out there after the timeout, and instead of even attempting a hard count to see if they can get a free 5 yards, they kind of all just look to the sideline, see what the lineup is for Penn Hills. I don't think there's any doubt that they're going for it. I think they wanted to see it. I thought you would just see a hard count if you were going to look at the defense and still run it regardless. So they get the right play, we think. They still got one timeout remaining, 2:04 left to go in the first half.
And here we go.
We think this is go time.
It'll be Faulkner, left side. Looks like he'll have the for the first down. And a penalty flag comes in back at the 48-yard line.
Faulkner did a good job bouncing it to the edge there, but a flag in the realm of holding.
Mark move it up to the 46. And that's what it looks like it's going to be.
I don't think there'll be any doubt about this. I think the punting unit will come onto the field.
Well, it's a yard behind the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 11 yards. So instead of 4th and 1, it'll be 4th and 12.
So no doubt this time, no questions. I still think they're in the realm of a fake here. I know it's a little bit, 12 yards, but...
Yeah, with 150, so you're under 2 minutes to go. You want to try to put them back as far as you can. You don't want to try to turn the ball over there. Midfield, especially since the Indians have 2 timeouts. Rowan Cutter will punt.
And they do
fake it.
And I think and depending on the spot of this ball, he's going to be very, very close. He falls down on the 44-yard line.
Jacob Sasick.
So based off the spot of this ball, they're going to have to come out and measure it. Terry Totten, sneaky play, tried to go on 4th down, called timeout, tried to go again, didn't got it, had a penalty. This time he commits to go for it. And they're going to have to measure this.
Officials need to bring the sticks out. They can't eyeball this one up. You got to be sure here. I'm surprised. That was a gutsy call.
Yeah, the snap to Maceo Marshall. I believe it was number 4, right?
No, it was Jacob Sasick, 14.
Sasick? You got people, both Penn Hills pointing left, Central's pointing right. Central will win the pointing battle. First down, Central Catholic.
First down.
So 1st and 10. Clock running, 1:50 and counting down. One timeout for Central Catholic. Weiner with Faulkner in motion to the left.
Weiner throws over the middle, has a man wide open. It'll be first down inside the 10-yard line, and a late penalty flag comes in. Come on, Bandy, a little excessive out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, he hits Gompers a little bit late. And so he stepped out at the 5, and they will move that half the distance to the goal. Have that as 39 yards?
We're on it. What the ball's on right now is the
5.
So he went out to
So he went out at the 5. And then half the distance to the goal on the penalty.
I have 39 yards then.
Okay.
Weiner keeps it, goes left side, loses the football. The Indians say they have it. Of course they say they have it, but the officials say it's second down. Weiner does fall on it at the 4-yard line.
Weiner on the keeper. Central Catholic recovers their fumble.
Weiner throws into the end zone, touchdown. Central Catholic made that one look easy. DC hauls it in from 4 yards out.
Weiner pass complete. Number 41, Dylan.
Yeah, crafty play call there from Central Catholic. DC, who's kind of just known as a blocker, looked like did a pretty good job of just holding in, pretending that he was blocking, biding his time. Weiner kind of a little boot to his left there just to wait and wait as long as he possibly can. And DC just turns around. No Penn Hills Indians defenders anywhere near him. And a quick pitch for a touchdown to take the lead.
Vikings to try the point after. And kick is up and through. Touchdown coming with 35 seconds to go.
Extra point time left.
The result of the daring 4th and 12 fake punt.
21. Penn Hills 14.
And a heck of a way to go into halftime if you're Central Catholic. You try and 4th down a couple times. It looks like you think you get it, then you get pulled all the way back. Heck, it looks like you're going to have to punt it deep into just concede to the tie at halftime. But a big play. I think Terry Taunton realized you have to kind of take some of these risks to get, not only is it important for him to win this game, you want to win every single game, but there's some larger implications in trying to create some momentum and belief in your guys heading into a massive, season on the line kind of game with Seneca Valley next week.
Kick off at the 10-yard line. Strader trying to come this way. Cuts it across the 20. Has some room across the 30. Goes down at the 35-yard line.
Number 6, Rayon Strader.
And Penn Hills has 65 yards to go in 28 seconds. Now it comes down when Penn Hills had that first and goal at the 8-yard line. Ended up having their field goal blocked. Draw play, Key. To the 45-yard line for a first down, picks up 10. Penn Hills uses a timeout. Indians get the ball to start half number 2. Mitchell in motion to the right. Joins Strader. Duggar steps up, looks for some room to run, and he does. Across the 50, and goes down at the Central Catholic 48-yard line. Picks up 7.
Tackle on the play by number 30, Eli Droll.
The Indians call a timeout with 4 seconds left. Well, no, he set it at 10 seconds. So Penn Hills might have enough time for 2 plays if they can do a quick throw it down and out of bounds. I don't think they'll have enough time to throw it downfield, get a first down, and then spike it. But you never know.
Yeah, no timeouts left for them. Somebody's going to have to make a play.
Duggar looking. And throws this one to the sideline. Incomplete. 4 seconds remain. So this should be the final play of the half.
We think so.
Well, that's good for 13 yards.
Your halftime score, Central Catholic 21.
That winds out the half. So you scored halftime. Central Catholic 21, Penn Hills 14. Bands are up next. Enjoy. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second half action about to get underway at Yuhas-McGinley Stadium with the score Central 21, Penn Hills 14, along with Justin Macauley. I am Bill Navari. Penn Hills will start the second half with the football and down by 7. Interesting note that the Indians have outgained the Vikings 227 to 199 in the first half. Some individual leaders rushing for the Vikings. Elijah Faulkner, 8 carries, 67 yards, has 2 touchdowns. The longest was a 47-yard touchdown. Jacob Sasick has 1 rush for 12, and that was good for 6 points. Julian Duggar, 6 carries, 35 yards for the Indians. Amir Key, 7 carries, 19 yards. Duggar, 6 of 7 passing, 168 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Wayner, 9 of 14, 112 and a touchdown. Well, Justin Macauley, we can expect here in half number 2.
It's going to be interesting. I think that last sequence there and at halftime, right? You could have gone into half, you get the 4th down stop. It looks like you have an opportunity to maybe drive down the field under 2 minutes to maybe see if you can get a field goal off or get some points on the board before halftime for your Penn Hills. And next thing you know, that's taken out from under you quickly. Central Catholic now goes on a 6-minute scoring drive. They get a sneak 4th down. They go in and score. So that momentum, if you're Central Catholic, is there. You like the confidence in your coaching staff to go for it, continue it. And so for bigger pictures, for Central Catholic, you're looking to, find a way to get into the playoffs, and you have a huge live or die kind of season game next week in Seneca Valley. So to create that momentum in what has been a very up and down, coming off a very bad loss to Pine Richland, is something that he's trying to create, and he's been trying to create consistency in that momentum every single week. So that goes a long way into getting that first stop in the second half, and that's what that whole talk was. For Penn Hills, you've had your explosive plays. You've been able to move the ball in Central Catholic. You can't compete. Just come out and put, just like Central wants to shut the door. They want to put their best foot forward, get a touchdown, get some points on the board. You've left some stuff out there, right? You had a field goal. You had the ball on the 8-yard line. Try to get some of that momentum swing in your direction, and it all starts on that first drive.
Well, Penn Hills statistically has the edge offensively. However, they've only scored 6 points on the offense. The Indians' other touchdown and 2-point conversion coming after the Indians blocked the Central Catholic punt for a touchdown. It was recovered in the end zone. But again, the Indians marched down. They had a first and goal at the 8-yard line and came away empty. Had a field goal blocked when Central took over. So the Indians had the opportunities offensively, but they just haven't been able to finish.
Yeah, what happened after that blocked extra point, that blocked field goal by Anthony Specca? They go down the field, they move it, and Penn Hills looks like they have a stop. They get a 4th down. They get the stop on 4th down. They push them back because of a penalty. It's 4th and 12. They think they're going to kill off the field and kick it. They run a sneak. So that momentum led by that blocked blocked field goal has been, propelled Central to the 7-point victory. But if you're Penn Hills, it's like I said, it's homecoming. One of you, Rayon Schrader was just announced homecoming king. So there's a lot of energy, momentum. People are all excited, right? It's a pink out in student section, so there's a lot of energy that you can, derive from to come out in this second half, put a good and put some finishing touches on a really good win for Penn Hills as they get ready for 2 big.
No, the Indians offense does get the ball to start half number 2, so they have the opportunity to get right back in it with a score. So they only trail by 7 at this point.
And for what it's worth, right? So what I saw, North Hills is losing to Seneca Valley. Pine Richland's up 21-0 at halftime to Shaler. I haven't been able to see the Woodland High's Fox Chapel score, but if Fox Chapel's able to, somehow pull out that, we're talking a ton of chaos heading into the final 2 weeks of the season in the Northeast Conference.
Yeah, I can get a score of that game. My son is a teacher at Fox Chapel, and he's up there working the game.
But everything you want to do starts with a good return on special teams. Special teams has already had a huge impact on it. A big return to start the game gave a really good field position for Central Catholic on their first touchdown of the game, and that block punt deep in Central Catholic's own territory that led to the touchdown from Cameron Thomas for Penn Hills has been, so special teams has had this impact on the game, and it can turn the momentum on its head with a good return here.
Kickoff back to the 4. Rayon Strader, the homecoming king, across the 15. And we'll go down at the 17-yard line.
Rayon Strader with the return. Tackled on the play by number 20, Matthew Petruzzi, Jr.
So Penn Hills doesn't need to panic. All they need is just put together some first downs. Some inopportune holding penalties hurting the Indians. They had a touchdown pass called back. 51-yarder. Rayon Strader called back because of a holding call. Cochran goes in motion to the right. Duggar bobbles a snap, but rolls this way. Looks to throw back, and it'll be sacked inside the 5, back at the 3-yard line. Not the way you want to start the half.
No, tried to extend the play, kept just trying to shrug off one white shirt, another white shirt, but they were able to grab his ankle and not let go. Just doing a lot to try to make a play for the team. Should have just thrown that one out of play.
Key. Back to the 5 for 2. It'll be 3rd and way long for the Indians. Apologies for the missing first half on the streaming side. It was a YouTube issue. Since been corrected. Understand some other school streams were also affected. We will, however, sometime this weekend, play back in its entirety this game. So you can see the exciting first half with 31 points scored. Key on 3rd down. Penn Hills plays it safe. Picks up 3, and the Indians are going to bring on the punt team from inside their own 10-yard line. Not the way you want to start the half. Owen Williams will stand in his own end zone. Gets the kick away, hits at the 35, picked up by the Vikings. Dangerously so. Vernon settles. Will return it inside the 40-yard line.
And that one will get pushed closer to the 50-yard line. Actually back into their Central Catholic zone territory on the hold from number 41, Dylan Deasy.
Flag at the 43. Oh, you're marking off from the 42.
Number 41 of the return team. Block it back. 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. First down.
Still Central starting near midfield. With an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. Faulkner brought down for a loss in the backfield. Talon Bandy will drop him for a loss of 6 back at the 42-yard line.
Great tackle from Bandy there. what's important there on those kind of power sweeps to the outside is you have to beat the edge. That's the only thing the running back has to do. You're testing the edge there. Bandy does a good job of coming down and sticking the tackle on Faulkner.
Weiner from the shotgun with Faulkner to his right. Faulkner shifts to the left. High snap will be Faulkner on the draw. Faulkner picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and 12. Weiner, flush this way across the 45, the 50. Has some room. We'll have a first down. Out of bounds near the 40. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line, which is a yard more than he needed. Weiner picks up 13. And Central Catholic with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, good job by Weiner. As he was approaching the sideline, he did take a peek to his left, to the far side, just to make sure he went out of bounds at the right yard marker and didn't end up short.
DC comes in motion, slot this way. Faulkner on the delay. Stacked up at the line by the Indians. He'll pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, really good job from the Penn Hills defensive front, especially their interior linemen, to just clog the holes up. Gave up no push there. Faulkner had nowhere to run.
Faulkner sweep this way. Penalty flag comes in. He'll go down at the 35-yard line. And it'll give him the 34, pickup of 6. There's a flag back at the 41.
Flag on the play.
Holding number 63 of the offense. Penn penalty. The spot where the foul was committed. Repeat, second down.
So they're moving back to the 49, Central 49. It's a loss of 11, but to replay the down, it'll be second down. And about 20. Weiner steps up, he'll take off. Gets a nice block from Faulkner to be able to pick up another 3 yards
And
to the 42-yard line.
But there was another flag at the start of that play. I think Gompers just tried to truck. Would that be Eason? So the question will be: is it personal foul? Is it? Do they call it PI? Do
There is no foul on the play.
So it'll be a pickup of 9, and now 3rd and 11. Weiner again takes off inside the 40. We're short of the sticks, it's 35-yard line.
Weiner flushed out of the pocket.
It'll be 4th and 6. Clock rolling under 7 minutes. He ran out of bounds. Clock at 7:02 to go here in the 3rd. And Central Catholic brings on the punt team. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, after the last time they went out to punt, you have to double check, make sure through the Penn Hills punt return unit you are covering all your gaps and you have eyes on the football.
High snap. Peter Gonzalez gets the kick away. Hits it to 10 and dies there.
Central Catholic punt by number 7, Peter Gonzalez.
Penn Hills takes over with 6:53 to go in the third.
Down on the bench.
It's like at the 10-yard line.
Good punt from Gonzalez to, pin them deep into their own territory. As
That ball hit it to 10-yard line and just died there.
no spin, just no bounce, just kind of fluttered. But a rough first drive of the second half for Penn Hills, looking to kind of shake some of that off and put together something, some movement, some first downs to tie this game back up.
The FT bidder running by Amir Key picks up a first down, gains 10.
Run down on the play by number 25, Bradley Gompers.
Puts the Indians at the 20-yard line.
Play results.
A really good job. He was very patient on that run. He stayed behind his blockers. When a hole opened up, he exploded through it. It's a very Le'Veon Bell-esque.
Duggar. Right side across the 30, the 40. It's a foot race across the 50, the 40. Up the sideline with one man to beat. Breaks the tackle, 10-5. Touchdown, Julian Duggar, 80 yards. And Penn Hills a conversion from tying this one up. They faked it to Key. Everybody bit. And away Duggar went. And there's an injured Indian back at the 27-yard line. Once he got into that secondary, it was just a foot race. And Duggar just showed his speed.
Yeah, it was a really good play. It was a really good play call. I don't know if that was the intended play call for him to keep it, or if it was just a decision that Duggar decided to pull it himself. But nonetheless, a great play and a great run from Duggar as he showed his athleticism and speed and went 80 yards untouched for what is now a massive extra point or 2-point conversion decision for the Penn Hills coaching staff to see if they're going to tie the game or if they're going to try to go up one.
The injured Indian is face down at the 27-yard line. Walking off is James Good. I think they're going to take him down to the tent.
And you can see, what kind of teammate he is, because a bunch of the guys running down, checking on their buddy and making sure they're okay. But now Penn Hills has a decision to make. You've had the last 2 times you've attempted a kick, Anthony Specker has basically been in the lap of Julian Duggar at the holding spot.
And they will set up the kick.
So the question, did they get, and you just lost one of your starting offensive linemen who is on field goal. Did they fix that in the halftime?
The kick is blocked.
think it was either 99 Darren Smith or it was Specca again.
No good. Score is now Central Catholic 20.
So the score remains Central 21, Penn Hills 20. 6:19 to go.
Over 50 tickets.
Again, Penn Hills with the special team
Do have a
troubles.
The winner of tonight's 50-50
You know, they had a lot of time to talk about it. They could have come up with something. Try to go for two. You know, discuss something. Plenty of time to discuss a play.
I think that's kind of got to be a heavy in the discussion, heavy from here on out. I mean, now you're looking at field goal attempts, how far out you are. You know, down one. You know, does that change your decision when you're going for it on fourth down? And if you do get in the end zone again, you know, do you decide? I mean, you go for two if the score stays the same way that it is to even it out to 7 or 10.
Now they have to go for two if they score again.
I mean, I'm a fan of chaos, so I think they should just chip it. There's so much space.
There's a big gap.
Like 30 yards in between the front line and the second line of Central. Just chip that over top.
And kick it down to the 25-yard line. DC picks it up and gets out to the 31. But I like the idea of just kind of pooch it over that first line
and you have the
and
athletes,
make it a foot race.
And you have the athletes that are going to beat the other guys to the spot.
I mean, it was 25 yards in between the two lines.
And they wouldn't have been ready for it. And I do think I like the fact that they decided to kick it away from Sasek, who's had some success on that squib game, and they kick it to the fullback. So that looked much more familiar of a squib kick. But the offense did its job. You know, big play, and they have tonight. Defense got to do its job and get a 3 and out to get the ball back to the offense.
Wayner has Amari Shields to his left. DC goes in motion to the slot. It'll be Amari Shields this way. And coming up with the big hit is Jameer Brown. And Shields will pick up 1.
Brought down play by number 8, Jameer Brown.
I think is good on the right side of that front. Is that him on the edge?
No. Shields again. This time he's chased down by Natel Mitchell. Picks up another yard.
Shields on the carry. Brought down.
No, I believe it was Kelsey Hunley on the right end.
Mitchell. Third down.
But he is out on the sideline. He's standing there by the 50. So he's out of the medical tent, which is good news.
Yes, absolutely. And Penn Hills will use a timeout with 4:52 to go here in the third.
Timeout.
I mean, this is a big play here. Just an opportunity for Penn Hills holds them to get the ball back.
Yep, third and
And
long.
instead of an opportunity to tie, they have an opportunity to take the lead.
Yep. And if they can go farther away from the line of game that they can do, more space, closer, pin them back further if they can. You know, flip the field, flip the momentum.
Woodland
Hills is up 36-14 with 3:09 to go in quarter number 3.
Should 36. 36-14.
Yes.
They have scored more points in 1 week than they have for the year.
Woodland Hills.
Yeah. They came in, it says they, or just in section, I should say.
Pass complete, good enough for a first down. Vernon settles to the 47-yard line for 14.
Tackled on the play by Tawan Bandy. Play results in Central Catholic. First down.
(21-20) Central Catholic. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Wayner scrambles. Throws, gets a pass. Almost had it. It was in the hands of Jaden Thrift. He was separated from the football.
A pretty good job from the junior quarterback there. So far this half, he kind of just tucked it and ran. This time, slides up in the pocket, slides to his right, just try to extend the play, sees Thrift wide open, turns around, and was able to deliver a good pass.
You know, the Central wide receivers have been doing a nice job of finding the empty space when Wayner scrambled, and Wayner's done a nice job of finding them. Wide receiver screen, and the Indians are there.
And Peter Gonzalez catches that one. No gain. And on a bigger point than that, I think both Wayner and Duggar have really shown, some really good things from the quarterback position today. Timely throws, smart decisions, good running ability, good athletic ability, both with their feet and their arm. I think they both have had really good games so far.
Another third down for the Vikings. Wayner to Gonzalez. First down and more. Gonzalez inside the 30, the 25. First down Vikings at the Penn Hills 23-yard line. That's 30 yards on the pitch and run to Gonzalez.
Yeah, just a quick little screen action from Gonzalez, and he beat his man and had him by a step, and then it was a foot race to see who could catch him.
Faulkner, and the Indians are there. They tell Mitchell and Jawan Brandy. So I'm back at the 25-yard line, loss of 2. Two and a half to go here in quarter number 3. Wayner fakes to Faulkner, has the pressure underneath, and a pass too high for DC. Had a paw on it, but unable to hold on. It'll bring up a third down and 12. Indians brought nice pressure against Wayner, and he had to get rid of it.
They're 2 for 2 on third downs, third and longs this drive alone, completing a 3rd and 9 and a 3rd and 10. Well, this time it's 3rd and 12.
Wayner gets the pass away down the sideline, some contact, and a penalty flag comes in. Strader was pointing at Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think he was arguing that Gonzalez was out of bounds when contact happened.
Pass interference by the defense number 5. The 15-yard penalty is administered from the previous spot, and it results in a first down.
Well, 15 yards puts them down at the 10, 1st and goal.
Encroachment number 56 on the defense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
Bernard Nadoom jumps. Now it's 1st and goal from the 5. Faulkner pitch left, touchdown, Central Catholic.
Number 28, Elijah Faulkner with a Central Catholic touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown of the game for Faulkner.
Now, if you're Central, do you go for 1 or you go for 2 and try to make it a 2-score game? I mean, they're setting up for 1. Touchdown coming with 2:10 to go here in the 3rd.
I think if this is the 4th quarter, I think maybe you think about going for 2.
I mean, if you don't make it, you're still up 7, and the Indians have a hard time or having a difficult time on extra points as it is.
And that one is blocked.
There you
So
go.
that point is mute.
The extra point is blocked. Scores now, Central Catholic 27.
So the score, Central Catholic 27, Penn Hills 20. 2:10 to go here in quarter number 3. And a chill is just beginning to settle in here. Now, if you're Penn Hills, you score a touchdown, I think, again, you have to consider going for 2. Again, they kicked to Strader. He's at the 12. Breaks a tackle at the 25 and gets out to the 30-yard line.
Rayon Strader on the return. Flag on the play.
Penalty flag at the 32-yard line. And Penn Hills is going to go backwards. So the Indians will start at the 20. Duggar on the delay. To Key, picks up a couple.
Amir Key on the carry. Brought down on the play by number 18, Cole Sullivan.
To me, but and Penn Hills went deep on a touchdown pass to Strader. It was called back for holding call. I don't think they've gone deep. They haven't gone deep since.
No, they haven't. And the few times they did go deep, they were open. Early in the first quarter, they had, lanes and avenues deep down the field.
Strader, we have enough for the first down at the 31-yard line.
Duggar pass complete to Raider.
Nice job of knowing where the sticks were.
Results in the Penn Hills. First down.
Fake to Key. Duggar rolls this way, gets a pass away, and the pass almost complete. Nice job by Vernon Settles to break it up. It was intended for Nathaniel Mitchell.
Duggar pass incomplete, intended for Cochran.
It should be intended for DeAndre Cochran.
By Settles.
Yeah, Mack leading Upper St. Clair in the fourth quarter. In play action this way for Cochran, who dives and picks up one.
Duggar pass complete to Cochran.
So now it'll be 3rd and 9.
Third down.
Duggar will move Key out to the slot. Duggar steps up, comes this way, directs the people, throws the ball downfield, the pass short hops,
Duggar pass incomplete.
incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Fourth down.
So when Mitchell will come on with 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 27-20 Central over the Indians. Settles, picks it up at the 39 and will lose a couple yards on the return. Back to the 36-yard line. So Central's offense will come on the field for probably one play left here in quarter number 3. 8 seconds remain, and the Vikings are up 7.
This is a big drive for the Penn Hills defense. Got to find a way to keep Central Catholic off the board, get off, and give your offense an opportunity to tie this game.
Faulkner runs into the arms of Strader. And we'll lose 4. And that'll do it. After 3, Central 27, Penn Hills 20. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Laner throws underneath to Gonzalez. We'll pick up 2, and Central Catholic with another 3rd and long. Lander steps up, takes off, and will be brought down well short of the first down. Picks up about 3. It'll be 4th and 9.
Wainer on the carry, brought down by Carter.
So the Penn Hills defense did its job. And the Central Catholic punt team will come on. Rayon Strader back all alone. Strader will watch it bounce off a Viking and picks it up. He returns it to the 24, but they're going to mark it up where the Viking touched it, at the 26-yard line. So the Indians take over with 10:26 to go at their own 26.
Central Catholic punt down on the Penn Hills 26-yard line.
First touching, unkicked again.
The rugby pile moves ahead for 8. What this score? McKeesport 41-10 over Gateway.
Yeah, 41 unanswered points after Gateway went up 10-0. After Gateway for basically 2 straight weeks have just pounded their opponents.
Armstrong beating up on Mars 55-17. How about those Highland Rams? 49-7 over Kiski.
I've had a chance to see them a few times. They're the real deal. They are a tough bunch of dudes who they're ready to scrap anytime. Mix in a bunch of really good some skill guys who could hit home run plays. That's a team that's going to look to make some noise in the 4A playoff bracket.
Upper St. Clair takes the lead over Cannon Mac 24-21. Bethel Park 50, Moon 6. Bethel Park, I think, is your team to beat in 5A.
I would agree with that. Peters is a pretty good team as well. I know they're down to Mount Lebanon at the last I checked, but Peters is a surprise team.
How about the Centurions of Greensburg Central Catholic in Class A? beating up on Jeanette, 44-0. Swing pass left side to Key, gets the first down. Picks up 5. I'm going to call that a run because he threw it backwards. Franklin Regional 56, Hempfield 14.
Yeah, Hempfield lost their starting quarterback and just have not been the same since he went out with a hurt collarbone.
Duggar this way. Natal Mitchell bobbles it. Unable to hold on to it. It'll be second down and 10. Yeah, I mean, I can understand them not scoring points because the quarterback's hurt, but they give up 56.
Yeah, there's a whole other side of the ball there.
Franklin Regional's for real.
Seneca Valley up big over North Hills, 40-7.
Amir Key slithers his way ahead for 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. You know, I think that's why this stuff is important for looking at Penn Hills. They control their own destiny with wins against Shaler and Woodland Hills. They'll be in the playoffs. North Hills controls their own destiny. They beat Pine Richland. They win out. They'll be the conference champs on the tiebreaker over Penn Hills. You know,
with a losing record,
yeah,
potentially.
And Pine Richland, they'll need to beat Woodland Hill or North Hills to stay alive. Duggar picks up 1. It'll be 4th and 3 because you know, I don't see the wild card coming out of the Northeast Conference. I think you're looking at Gateway, Franklin Regional, and Penn Trafford, possibly, and then Bethel Park, Upper St. Clair, and Peters.
I mean, because you could have a conference champion. I mean, you could have the Penn Hills could finish 2nd, and they could finish with a 6-3 record.
Owen Williams kicks high, short. Hits it to 30. Takes a nice Penn Hills bounce inside the 20. Keep rolling inside the 15 and dead at the 13-yard line. Yeah, the way things are going right now, if Penn Hills loses this one and they win out, they could be making the playoffs at 6 and 4. But Shaler, no slouch. Woodland Hills, no slouch.
Sports Medicine is proud to be the official sports medicine provider of the Penn Hills Indians. To learn more, call 1-855.
That's why 5A, in my opinion, is the toughest conference in the district.
I mean, only 8 teams make the playoffs.
Which, I mean, for the mere size of it, I just was not a fan of it.
High snap. Waiter holds it in. Gets the pass complete. Settles. Picks up a first down to the 32-yard line. Picks up 19. I mean, Penn Hills loses one of those 2 games and Pine Richland beats North Hills. Penn Hills is out. I mean, Pine Richland loses to North Hills. Pine Richland could be out. I mean, North Hills hasn't lost a conference game yet, have they?
They did.
Oh, who beat them?
They lost to Woodland Hills.
Ah, that's right. So Woodland Hills is still in the fray here.
They are. You have 3 teams that are 1-1 going into tonight.
Faulkner picks up another Central Catholic first down. So in all essence, the next 2 weeks for Penn Hills are playoff games.
Absolutely. Not only do you have to win, you need to, almost win with some style if you have the opportunity to.
I mean, if they win both games, they're in.
But it does create a scenario where you kind of look at, you go, if you have a chance to, beat up on Shaler, do you, try to score those extra points to earn tie-breaking points?
Just in case.
Just in case you need it.
I mean,
with the following week, which is it goes into all the crazy thinking that coaches have to go to. It's real simple. You control your destiny. You win 2 football games. You're playing football. You're playing postseason football.
And if you win 2 games and Pine Richland beats North Hills, you're the conference champ. And then Pine Richland will be the runner-up. Settles. Inside the 40, high steps across the 35. And we'll have a first down there into 32.
But I think that's coming back off a flag.
Sergeant Settles on the carry.
Well, it would appear as such.
Flag on the play.
Holding by the offense, number 41. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
But on the flip side for Central Catholic, having lost big and what's been an up and down year, if they're able to, pull this one out tonight, going into a massive game for their postseason lives on the line against a team that's Seneca Valley, who was shaky to start the season, but coming off a big home win. They're going to have to go into Seneca, who they've never lost to in 6A.
Wainer finds Settles. Settles inside the 30. Settles up the sideline. It'll be first and goal Vikings just inside the 10-yard line. 44 yards.
Play result. Central Catholic.
And Central Catholic on the verge of putting this one away. I think this is Faulkner for 3 plays.
Yeah, Faulkner for, I'd be surprised if they snapped it right around 5, yeah.
Faulkner inside the 10 to the 7, picks up 2.
Faulkner on the carry.
And it's going to be 35 seconds in between each play.
Carter.
Again, watch 28. There he goes again. Faulkner inside the 5, touchdown. This one will come back.
Flag on the play.
Penalty comes with 3:13 to go near the 4th quarter. Vikings up 7.
Holding by the offense, number 41. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Second holding call against DC in this drive. So it'll be second down and goal from the 20-yard line. Officially at the 19. Weiner rolls out, throws underneath. Has DC. DC stuck at the 15-yard line, loses the football. And they're going to say he was down.
But, yeah, DC's hurt. That was a big hit.
Natel Mitchell brought the lumber.
I think he was down. I think the collision with the ground caused the fumble there with the way he landed. Squared it out. That was a big hit by Mitchell on a big dude, Dylan DC, who's listed at 200 at 5'10". Ground caused it. Ground caused that. DC was able to walk off the field, but 3rd and 15. Ball stays with Central.
It's 3rd and goal.
From the 15.
3:04 to go here in the 4th. Faulkner. Right into the arms of Bernard the Doom. Picks up 2, it'll be 4th down. And if you're Central, you try the field goal?
Well, the interesting fact is no timeout call for Penn Hills. You know, trying to save as much as the timeouts as much as they can. And this kid has some range. He was, coming out in the second half, he was close to 40-yarders, so we're well within range here.
Yeah, Penn, keep in mind, though, Penn Hills has also blocked an extra point. So they've already blocked 2 kicks. 2 Central kicks tonight.
And Central calls a timeout.
No, they ran the clock all the way down to 2:07, which was good thinking on their part. Both teams, 2 timeouts left.
It's going to be, what, a 30-yard field goal?
That's what it should be. Ball's to 13. We're nearly about 7 yards back. That is if they kick it. They've already faked a punt tonight. Central lines up for a 30-yard field goal. Billy Leck. Peyton Weiner will hold. And the kick is blocked.
Field goal is blocked.
So Penn Hills takes over with 2:07 to go at their own 20-yard line.
Result of the play is a touchback to the end zone. First down and 10, 20-yard line, Penn.
Fortunately for the Vikings, the ball went forward instead of backwards.
I couldn't really tell who got their hand on it. It looked like somebody at the line did. But 2 timeouts, 2 minutes to go, 80 yards.
I got it.
Game clock operator. Please reset the game clock to 2-0-1. 2-0-1.
He's quick on the clock down there.
Well, 2 minutes and 1 second remain, or 6 seconds there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Whoever's running the clock down there is pretty quick. Yeah, we can right on.
Key on the delay. Gets rocked backwards, tries to get to the outside, gets across the 20-yard line, and gets out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
That was a fantastic run from Amir Key. Just pure fight. Shakes off 2 Central Catholic linemen at the line of scrimmage, bounces outside, shrugs off. 4 or 5-star recruit Anthony Specta like he's nothing.
Specta 6'3", 225.
And then lays the boom on the DB up the sideline for a gain of 7.
He should have been tackled for a loss. And with the clock still running. Dogger launches one downfield for Strader. And the pass a little too far. Strader looks like he kind of held up there, or he was held up. Every 3rd down and 3. Clearly 4-down territory. 1:47 to go. If they get a first down, Penn Hills needs to go deep, at least 1 play per set.
And they don't have to, push the sideline, try to get out of bounds. They have 2 timeouts, so
Right.
they have the full field to work with.
Dogger tries to set up the screen, and it's tipped and batted away by Eli Drolls.
Broken up by number 30, Eli Drolls.
I like
That'll
that
be-
play call.
That'll be 4th down.
I think he had some space there. Definitely would have gotten the first down. I think he had some space there, but now with this 4th down, you just need a play call that gets you 3 yards. You don't need any more than that. You just need 3 yards of advance the sticks. Clock stops with a first down.
That could be play of the game there by Eli Drolls. If the Indians don't pick it up. Play action. It's complete to Strader, who will have the first down across the 35 at the 36.
Duggar pass.
Picks up 9.
Number 6, Greyhound. Strader.
Clock stops for the moment at 1:37.
Play results in the Penn Hills. First down.
It's
A false start against the Indians.
false start or illegal shift.
False start by the offense, number 6. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Strader a little eager to get going. Be 1st and 15. Dogger launches, pass. Incomplete. It was intended for Cochran. Bradley Gompers on the defensive play.
Duggar pass.
Now 2nd down and 15.
For Cochran.
Dogger takes off, has some room, has the first down, has in Central territory at the 46-yard line.
Julian Duggar with the keeper.
33 yards to the 36.
And Penn Hills. First down.
1 minute to go. This is getting interesting.
And Penn Hills still has their 2 timeouts. They haven't called any yet on this drive. And they are within striking distance of Julian's arm.
Mitchell comes in motion this way to join Strader. Duggar will throw. No, he will take off running again. Has some room. No, he gets a pass away. Has Key at the 20, 15, 10, 5. And a penalty flag back at the 43.
Duggar pass complete to Key. Flag off.
It was a great play by Duggar to extend the play, to give some of his receivers more times. Good play for Key to get it down the field, but this one's coming all the way back.
And again, the spot fouls from behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 56. Penn-yard penalty. 1 foul. Repeat. First down.
Mark it off from the 43. It's going to go back to the Penn Hills 48-yard line. It's going to be first and 26.
Timeout. Penn Hills.
And the Indians use a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Wow. Talk about a kick in the gut. It was first and goal inside the 5. Now it's first and 26 back at your own 48-yard line. Still a lot of time left, 50 seconds.
I think this timeout, not only are you trying to put together a good play call, but you also want to remind your guys, hey, we have 1 timeout left. When we get, regardless of the action of this play, if we get, whether it's a catch or anything, get to the line of scrimmage, the clock is still running. You can clock it if you don't get the first down. Or you can call 2 play calls.
Again, depending on how much you pick up. I mean, you don't want to have a 3rd and long. I mean, you get up and run a play.
I mean, 50 seconds is a lot of time. And it's 4 down territory, so there's no doubt. So you can get up, you can clock it, you can run a play. Hand the ball to the official, get there, get set, and go.
Duggar scrambles. Passes underneath the Key across the 50. Key out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Duggar pass complete.
Up to the 47. Picks up 6. But the Indians did stop the clock. So it's second and about 21. Duggar gets the pass away underneath, has a man. Oh, he runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That'll be 17 yards for Levy Jordan.
Number 10, Levy Jordan.
No, he stops the clock, but it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. And Central, you will use a timeout. They have 2.
Timeout. Central Catholic. Second
I think that's a good use for Central. Guys are a little tired. It's cold out here. Just make sure you have the right personnel out. Make sure they're well rested.
Man, Penn Hills could just go underneath and complete the pass. They don't have to panic. Just get up and run another play. It was 40 seconds to go. Nope, 32 seconds ago.
Yeah, find a way to get 4 yards. Get up. I wouldn't even use a timeout. I'd get up and spike it. You have 3 plays to advance another 10 yards, and this is clear 2-down territory to get forward.
Left-handed quarterback rolls to his left, throws, and way short of Rayon Strader. And that'll be 4th down. I think you're looking at an opportunity here to spread things out and give Duggar maybe an opportunity to scramble and pick up the yardage. Central Catholic only rushing 3. And Penn Hills uses their final timeout.
Timeout, Penn Hills. That's the last timeout of the game.
Didn't look like Duggar was happy with that one. I think he had the defense he wanted.
And I think they had the ball off in time, but it was getting it down to 1 was just made it a little too uncomfortable, and they decided to call a timeout.
Duggar, straight drop. Throws towards the end zone, has the man, touchdown, Penn Hills Indians. Amir Key. And now Penn Hills, it's 18 seconds left. I'd go for 2. It's an on-conference game.
I think that's exactly what they're doing. I think they're going for the win right here, right now.
Especially with the issues they've had with their kicking game. Fake to Key. Duggar will roll to his left. Has some room. Gets into the end zone. Conversion good. Wow. And there's an injured Indian, and it is Duggar. He injured the ankle earlier this season. Looks like he may have done it again. Now, although you're going to maybe wind up with the win tonight, but now you're looking at your quarterback possibly injured going into a more important game next week.
Yeah, and he's in a lot of pain. Can't really put any pressure on it or weight on it. But if you're Penn Hills here, talking about special team trouble, you need to have a good kickoff.
Oh, I thought he was grimacing in pain. He was smiling.
Oh, was that a smile?
He was smiling away. Well, he got the conversions. I guess he was, because I saw him, they let him go, and he was standing by himself, and he was still smiling away. Beautiful moon off to our right.
If you're Central, I think you adjust your kick return and you move your back line up.
The harvest moon. Yeah, it's just.
I think you try to stagger it a little bit.
Now here, look again. Once again, you got that 25 yards in between there.
It's 18 seconds. I can't imagine Penn Hills kicks it deep again.
Not with their coverage problems. Line drive taken at the 25-yard line and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Jacob Sasick pushed out by Natel Williams. 16 seconds remain. Well, Central Catholic has some weapons here, so I'll count them out with 16 seconds to go and a timeout.
And one of the better receivers in the WPIL in Vernon Settles.
And keep your eyes on possible screen to Faulkner. You get him behind a don't split out this way. Pass underneath Gonzalez to the 45. It's enough for a first down. It'll stop the clock for the moment. And Central Catholic uses their final timeout with 13 seconds to go.
No, they aren't. It's not a timeout. So there's confusion.
Well, if it wasn't a timeout, they need to take some time off the clock.
So I think they were going to call timeout, then they go up and they just spike the football. But in that confusion, Penn Hills thought there was a timeout. The coaches were on the field.
Well, the official said timeout, Central Catholic. I mean, if they're going to let them keep the timeout and go with the spike, I mean, they're going to have to maybe put this down to 10 seconds.
There was no timeout called by Central Catholic. They had a first down and chose to run play and spike the ball. Please set the clock at 10 seconds.
And they set this ball at 10 seconds. But they do get their timeout back.
Second.
Wainer steps up, throws this way to Faulkner. Faulkner across the 50, out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Wainer pass complete. Faulkner pushed out of bounds by Ken Eason.
That's a first down, but doesn't really matter. It's just 5 seconds to go. We got play to throw one here deep. Mayor's always like, don't throw it into the end zone. Throw it underneath with some blockers in front.
And the middle of the field should be wide open.
Faulkner in motion this way. Pass underneath. Settles catches it and slides, hoping to get the first down. They didn't short of the first down, and the clock ran out.
Unless he immediately called a timeout with 1 second left.
But he wasn't downed. Nobody touched him.
But as soon as you give yourself, but as soon as you hit the ground in high school. So if as soon as he hits the ground, if he calls timeout immediately, he's down as soon as you hit the ground. He's not able to advance. If he calls timeout immediately, don't know what the timing situation was. That would have been the only situation.
Wow. I like to think that play took 5 seconds, though.
So there's 1 second left. So there's 1 second left, and they're on the 32-yard line.
Well, this should be the final play. Again, they're going to try a 49-yard field goal. At least they're going to line up for it. And the kick is blocked.
It's blocked, but it was picked up and was recovered. And I believe.
Yes, they can. If it didn't cross the line of scrimmage, they can pick it up.
Wow, wasn't that an interesting turn of events?
I believe 52 or 62. It was either Anthony Shovlin or Malik Harrell picked the ball up, and he ran the length of the field as Penn Hills was celebrating. He picked it up, ran it into the end zone, and
You have to cross the line. It's over. The only way to pick your team for advancing is to block the ball stays behind the line of scrimmage. Once it crosses the line, then it's no good. But if the ball didn't cross the line of scrimmage, either team can pick it up and run.
Coaches.
And they replay that back. Did the ball cross the line of scrimmage? That's the key. If the ball crossed the line of scrimmage, then the kick's no good. If it didn't cross the line, then either team can.
So the officials are discussing.
Say if you had a replay, just
No, we don't have replays here.
okay, I didn't know if you could put that back up.
The discussion here is if the ball crosses the line of scrimmage, then no one's allowed to advance it. But if it was blocked and stayed behind the line of scrimmage, then the kicking team's able to pick the ball up and advance the football.
Well, your final score is
was either 62 or 52. I couldn't see.
To leave the stadium with a respectful, safe man. Thank you.
I've been doing this for a long time. I've never seen something like that.
So Central Catholic lined up for a
Well, I know exactly what happened, but I mean, I've never seen that.
I know. I'm trying to talk through it myself. So they attempted a 49-yard field goal. It was blocked. The ball did not advance past the line.
Yeah, it was live. They picked it up and away they went. Wow. Well, your final score is Central Catholic 33. Let me see. I don't know. I'm going to call it a 50-yard return. Or so, I don't know. We'll have to watch the replay. But, oh, well. Interesting. Well, the Indians scored with 18 seconds to go. And then, I don't know, that Pete Gonzalez slide, they gave him one more play. And you talk about a kick in the you-know-wheres for these Indians team.
They don't know either. Central doesn't know who scored.
It's 56, 50, it's either 52, 52
So,
or 62.
Anyway, it was 21-14 Central with the half. Duggar with an 80-yard run. Kick was blocked. It was 21-20 Central. Faulkner, a 5-yard run. The kick was blocked. It was 27-20 Central. That was in the third. Then late in the fourth, Penn Hills, an 80-yard drive. Amir Key, 30 yards from Duggar. And then Duggar with the run. Indians go up 28-27. And then a lot of weird things happening on this drive. The officials called timeout. Said Central Catholic called timeout. Then they said they didn't call timeout. They gave him a spike, and then a pass over the middle. 5 seconds left. So they run a play and a pass over the middle. Pete Gonzalez slides and then calls timeout. And they give them 1 second to bring on the 49-yard field goal. Kick is blocked. It's behind the line of scrimmage while the Indians are celebrating. Central Catholic picks it up and runs. 45 yards or however long it was. We'll have to check on the replay. In for the touchdown. Well, you won't ever see an ending like that again.
No.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. Lots of an interesting game for sure.
No, nobody has any idea who scored it. So, but hey, Central evens the record to 4-4. Penn Hills falls to 4-4. But conference, this is an exciting game. A conference play next week. Penn Hills will host Shaler right here in Central Catholic with a big one next week at Seneca Valley. So, again, your final score here at Yuhas-McGinley Stadium in an interesting ending. Central Catholic Vikings defeat the Penn Hills Indians by a score of 33-28. With my broadcast partner, Justin Macauley, I'm Bill Navari. Thank you for watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Damn it, Justin. Anyway, we're going to go to work tomorrow, right?